Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm really excited to be doing a quick little comparison of two new blushes that just launched at Sephora. So the first is the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow Stick, and then I also have the Unreal Blush Healthy Glow Stick from Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like both of these were just like a really fun launch for me. I am obsessed with blush. I feel like that has been my my thing this year. I love blush. I used to be like huge on eyeshadow, but this year I'm just obsessed with blush. So anytime a brand comes out with a new blush, I want to try them. But these just really intrigued me because of the blush stick formula type. So I picked two up. I actually picked them up in two very different colors, but I think that's okay just because I want to show you all what both of them feel like, which one I prefer, and let you know which one is a good option if either of them are. These are hefty priced items. I think this one retails for $42 and I think this one is also $40. I'm not sure. I'll put the prices down below. They're definitely not cheap products, so I really wanted to test them both out for y'all to see what I think about them. So first, let's start off with the packaging. So the Dior one, I got this one in the color Rosewood, and I really wanted like a really pretty kind of pink neutral blush that I could use for every day. I feel like I don't have anything. I have a red blush, the Westman blush. It's like a red, so I wouldn't call that a neutral. I've been loving my YSL Nude Lavalier, which is I feel like a really neutral peachy pink. So I picked up Rosewood, and first of all, I love this packaging. It is just so pretty, so aesthetic, so Dior. And so I love when a brand comes out with, like a luxury brand comes out with really pretty packaging, because like we're paying a lot of money for the product. So this is what it looks like, and I love that it has like Dior all around the packaging. It looks a lot like their chapsticks that they have. So love this. So I'm gonna swatch this on my hand so that y'all can see what it looks like. It feels really, really nice on my skin. It does have like a glowy effect to it, but it doesn't have any shimmers. It really just looks like a really pretty glowy blush. And I think for like summer, I think this is going to be really nice. It doesn't feel like, it feels just very thin. Like, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the texture of the Merit blushes, but you can see that it comes on with like a lot of pigment, but once you kind of blend it in, it kind of turns into what looks like a very pretty stainy look. So I'm really excited to test this out. I really like the formula. It does have a scent to it. It smells just like all of the other Dior products, like their lip products. It kind of has that like, I don't know, like vanilla-y scent, but I don't mind that smell. I actually really like it. So the next one is the Charlotte Tilbury one. This one kind of looks like their foundation stick as well, and it just looks like this. It's cute. I like the packaging, but I definitely think the Dior one is a lot prettier, but it just has this really pretty kind of peachy look. I mean, it's Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like she also has such great packaging. Now this one I got in the color Peachy Glow. So they did have another color that was very similar to Rosewood. I think it was called Rosy Glow. And the reason I didn't pick that one up is one, because I didn't want to have two blushes that were basically the exact same color. But two, once I swatched it on my finger next to this Dior one, the Rosy Glow kind of felt like very cool toned on me. It didn't translate from the tube to my skin tone very well. Like, I think the color just wasn't really good for me. So I wanted to get one that I feel like I would wear a lot. So this Rosy Glow one is actually such a pretty color. So this is what the Charlotte Tilbury one looks like. And this one I feel like has like, I'm not sure if it has like specks of glitter, but this one's definitely a little, not glitter, but like it looks like it has like little shimmers maybe. I'm not really sure, but this one's definitely more pigmented. Like, I just blended it out and you can see how the pigment is definitely higher on this one than the Dior. So I think it really just depends on what you're looking for. For me, I think I could go either way. Sometimes I do like to be able to really build up color before, like instead of a blush having so much color, because then it's easier to work with. But again, I'm really excited to test these out. So what we're gonna do, I literally did my whole entire face. I just don't have blush on, so I look super dead, I feel like. So I just left, I put my cream bronzer on, I put my concealer on. I just don't have powder or any blush. So I am ready to put my blush on, and I also don't have any lipstick on, but I wanted to show y'all a new product that I got, so I'll show y'all that at the end of the video. But I think I'm going to put the Dior one on my left side and the Charlotte Tilbury on the right. I'm going to start with the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm sorry, with the Dior. And I'm going to add it right on this side of the cheek. I think I'm going to go in and apply it right on the face. Usually I don't do that, but I just want to see if it picks up any of my makeup. So I'm just going to apply it like that. And I'm going to use my Makeup by Mario brush to blend it out. So it blends really nicely. And honestly, it didn't pick up any of my foundation or anything. It just blends super nicely. And I think it looks really pretty. It's pigmented, but it's not super pigmented, which to be honest, like I said, I really like. And it does have a scent. I'm going to take some now and with my brush instead of like swiping it on my face just to see if I can kind of build up the color. And it looks like you really can. I really like this. I feel like it gives just such a natural, pretty glow. It's not like a shimmery blush or anything. It's really, really pretty. You can see a little bit of like a natural kind of like glow, but nothing crazy. And I don't like super glowy blushes, but this one's really, really pretty. So that is one swipe, and then I added a little bit on my brush. I'm going to add a little bit more just to see how much we can really build it, which it looks like you can build a lot. I'm going to look pretty crazy with a ton of blush on, but yeah, I really like this. I think it's such an easy formula to work with, and I feel like a lot of people are really gonna like it because you can build it up or you can kind of wear it natural. So I really, really like that, and I like how it smells too. And as you can tell, like when I applied it, it was super easy to apply. So this is not set, so you can definitely see some glow. I always set my blush though, so like I'll set my face and then I'll put a powdered blush, which we'll do just so you can see what it looks like. But so far, like, I mean, that's really pretty. So I'm really excited about that because I really wanted to love it. I was like, please let me love it because I love the packaging. I also really like the color. I think this is a good, like, everyday pink. It's not too bright and it's not too cool tone. So I really like that. There was another one that I wanted to try that was called Toffee, but it looked a little too light for me, so I didn't pick it up, but I feel like that's also a really pretty color. Okay, so I'm going to take a different clean brush, and I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury, and I'll do the same. I'll swipe it just to see if it picks up any of my makeup, and then I also will apply it directly on the, with the brush. So let's start here. This one's a little bit more pigmented, so I'm not going to add a ton at first because I want to make sure that I'm able to blend it. Let me move my hair. Yeah, so this one's definitely has more pigment. It still blends out pretty easily, I feel like. And it's really pretty. This one, I can see the glow here. This one does look glowy, but not as bad. So let me add a little bit more on my brush. This one is also really nice though. I feel like this one looks glowier than this one. I'm gonna add a little bit more because I didn't add as much when I directly applied it. This color is really, really pretty. I really like it. It's like a pinky, but it has like a peachy glow to it. Well, obviously it's called Peachy Glow. But it also has like a little bit of a pink undertone, I feel like. So it's just really flattering. But side by side, let me put this down so I can compare it side by side because I want to see, like, I need both of them. I'm gonna move my hair back a little bit just to see. This one, the Dior one, is definitely a little bit more glowy. It's also a little bit more balmy. I feel like you can definitely see the color, but it just has kind of like a balm consistency. The Charlotte Tilbury one, I will say, has more pigment. There's like a little hair. And it looks very pretty and smooth, but I feel like the Dior one looks a little bit smoother in my opinion. Like this Charlotte Tilbury one is definitely very pretty, but I can kind of see a little bit of it emphasizing my texture, whereas the Dior one, while it is glowy, it doesn't emphasize any of my texture. And I'm not sure if it's just because, I don't know if I have like more texture on this side than I do here, but I mean, they're both really pretty. I love this color. I feel like I don't have blushes like this. I have a lot of like reds and oranges, more similar to this one, but this one's also very, very very pretty, but I can definitely see it emphasizing a lot more of my pores. Should I build it up a little bit more just to show y'all? No, I feel like this is as much. No, well, let me add a little bit more of the Charlotte Tilbury one. I just want to see like if it's the blush or it's my skin that's emphasizing the texture. But I mean, it's so pretty though. It really, really is. And I really like how it has kind of like a moisturizing feeling to it. And I do think that the Charlotte has some sort of like hyaluronic acid or something in it. So honestly, it's a tough one because they're both so good. I really like the finish of this one, even though I'm not a huge glowy person. But I really do like the finish of this Dior one. I feel like it was so easy to apply and it really just looks so pretty on the skin. But the Charlotte Tilbury one is also really nice too. I definitely wouldn't wear this much cream bronzer like every day. I just wanted to show it to y'all like on camera, so I wanted to apply a little bit more. I just do notice that it does emphasize a little bit of my texture, so that really could just be my own skin. But so far they both look really good. I want to go ahead and set the blush just so that we can like see how I would actually wear it like on a daily basis. So I'm gonna set the blush with my, or not the blush, but I'm gonna set my face with the Kosas setting powder, like always, of course. If you didn't watch my last video, I mentioned that I've been setting my under eyes with this like really fluffy brush, and I've really enjoyed how it looks because it just looks like really airbrushed. I really like these colors. Like, I know if you're not a makeup person, you're gonna be like, girl, you're like, it looks the exact same on each side, but like this one just has like a really pretty pinky peachy rose look, and then this one just has like a true rose look. So I feel like I definitely don't have anything like those two colors in my collection, so I'm going to justify why I got both. Okay, but now I want to set it. So let me first set my bronzer because I haven't set that and it's driving me crazy. So I'm going to use the YSL powder bronzer. So far, honestly, like I don't even feel like I would need a powdered blush. I'm not gonna apply a lot, but I feel like I don't feel complete unless I actually set everything. But so far, this is with my makeup being set. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury, and then this is the Dior. I feel like on camera they look the same, but I do feel like the Charlotte Tilbury has a really pretty setting, or like it's set so pretty. Like you can still see a little bit of glow, but it's not emphasizing any texture or anything. It just looks so pretty and natural. But I'm gonna go ahead and set it like I mentioned. So I think on the Dior side, I'm going to set it with this little mini Laura Mercier blush in the color Rose, just because I feel like this would look really good with this side. And then I think for the Charlotte Tilbury side, I'm gonna set it with MAC Gingerly because I feel like these colors kind of go well together. So this is gonna be the blush combo, Gingerly with the Charlotte Tilbury orangey peachy blush, and I've been loving this. I just picked it up from Ulta. I feel like I had it in high school and then I decluttered it and I just picked it up again, and I love MAC blushes. Like I forgot how good they are. I feel like we sleep on MAC. And then the Dior I think will look really pretty with this Laura Mercier one. I'm trying to look to see if this Dior one has any glitter. I don't think it does. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Yeah, I don't think it does. I think it just looks so balmy, so I think it has shimmers in it, but it doesn't. For the first side, I'm gonna do Laura Mercier with a brand new clean brush. That's really pretty. That is literally like the prettiest blush combo ever. Isn't that so pretty? Like just the prettiest pinky color. I love that. Okay, and then for the other side, I'm gonna do MAC Gingerly. Okay, I'm gonna use this Dibs one and apply it on this side. Ooh. MAC blushes are so pigmented and I really do forget. That is MAC Gingerly, another just like super great blush. To be honest, it's like the perfect everyday blush, I feel. So that is both of them set. So let me take a look at them now that I have them set. So I think, honestly, in my opinion, I think the Dior side just looks really, like the finish of it, everything just looks so pretty. Like the finish is glowy, but it also kind of looks very like airbrushed a little bit. And then the Charlotte one, it does look really pretty. Again, I feel like it's emphasizing texture, but I'm not sure if that's just my own face. It is nice. I just feel like I like the Dior side a little bit better. And I'm not sure if that's just me, like my preference. I'm trying to look at it in natural light as well. This one just has such a pretty finish and a pretty glow, but this one's pretty too. So I definitely feel like once they're on, if I had to pick, I think I would pick the Dior one just because I really like the color and just the finish of it. But I do think the Charlotte one is really nice as well. I think it has a really pretty finish. If you like glowy blushes, then I think you're really gonna like these. I think they're both really good products that could be really great staples in your collection, especially if you don't have any type of blush like this, like in a stick form. The only stick form blush that I have is the Westman Atelier one. And I will say, I feel like the Westman is a little bit more dry because, like, if you can see on my hand, I still have the swatches. So the Dior one kind of sets down, like I said, kind of like a balm a little bit, and it kind of leaves like this beautiful stain. I feel like I genuinely don't have to set it with the powdered blush, but I just am crazy and I like to. And then the Charlotte one, it doesn't really set down. Like, I feel like it stayed very much kind of like not shimmery, but very wet looking and just very hydrating. This Westman one, I'm gonna apply it right over here. I feel like the Westman ones are a little bit drier, to be honest. So I do like them, but I feel like it's obviously a totally different color. They're great blushes. I just feel like these two are a lot more hydrating, which is amazing. I feel especially for the warmer months if you want that really pretty glow. But honestly, I'm trying to see the swatches. I mean, they're so pretty. I love the Charlotte Tilbury color too. It's just such a pretty color. I have another orange blush, this Luminous Silk by Giorgio Armani one, and I was like, is this color going to be super similar? So if you have this one, I just want to show you that it's not. So I have this one in the color 31, and when I was at Sephora, I was like, okay, are these going to be like the same? But here is the Giorgio Armani. So this one's definitely more like orangey, like a true orange. And the Charlotte one is like an orangey pink, which I really like. And then of course, the Dior one is just a rosy color. So I definitely feel though that the Dior one, you can definitely build it up. Y'all saw that I was able to build up the color. It definitely delivers pigment, but just looking at it, I do think I like the Dior a lot better, but I like this color as well. So I don't know, I think it's a preference. I think if I were to wear the Charlotte one, I would definitely want to wear a little bit more matte of a foundation. Today I decided to wear the Maybelline Lumi Matte foundation, which I think is a perfect combo, but like on days that I'm maybe wearing a little bit more matte of a foundation, the Charlotte one is going to be really nice. But I think they're both great. Like, I really do think they're both really good. Do you need both of them? Probably not. If I had to pick one, I think I would pick the Dior one. Just personally, I like the packaging. I do like how easy it was to work with. Not that the Charlotte one wasn't, but just like on the face, I just really like how this Dior one looks. So that is my kind of 2 cents on these. I mean, they're beautiful and I like them both, so I'm gonna keep both of them. But definitely the Dior one I think is one that I prefer a little bit more. I know this is a blush video, but I wanted to share with y'all too some new lip products that I picked up so that I can complete my look. But I actually went to the Chanel counter and I got a little lip combo. So I got the Chanel Le Crayon in the color Nude Brune 162. I hear a lot of people love that one. And I also got the Le Rouge Duo Ultra Tenue. And I hear that these are like super long lasting lipsticks. So I wanted to pick this up. I've actually never owned a Chanel lipstick ever. So I really was excited to get my first little Chanel duo. I like their lip liners because it has a little brush. So that's nice. I did already try this and I really like it. and I tested this out, but I haven't tried it like on my own. Okay, so I feel like this is literally my perfect lip liner. It's the perfect color. These are the exact colors that I love wearing, and this is like two different, I like went over my lips twice. So you could definitely lighten it up if you wanted to, but I really like this color. So I'm gonna go in with these, the Chanel Duo. So they say to first apply the lipstick and kind of let it dry, and then on the other side you have just like a clear lipstick, and these are supposed to be super long lasting. I think the lip gloss is not long lasting, but I think this lip gloss, everyone says that it's like a super long lasting lip, so I'm excited about that. And I got this in the color pink nude, so I'm gonna try this. Okay, so I heard that you want to let this dry and you don't want to like put your lips together. So one thing I really like about this is it does, like, it reminds me of like a matte liquid lipstick, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels pretty comfortable, which I was very, very shocked by because I felt like it was going to be uncomfortable. It's definitely drying down now and I can feel it drying down a little bit, but it's not uncomfortable, which I like because I hate lipsticks that are matte that are uncomfortable. Think it's pretty dry now, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to set it with the lip gloss side of it just to see, and definitely it feels very, very comfortable. I actually tried this at Ulta, like a tester, and I ate a hot dog and it did not come off, so I feel like I really did put it to the test. I really, really like it. Overall, it feels really nice. I really like it. I'm so excited to have this in my collection. I wanted a long-lasting lip product, and I feel like this is literally the perfect lip combo. Like, if I could make my own lipstick, this is my favorite type of like pinky nude. It kind of reminds me of Wherever Walnut. I feel like these two would be really pretty as well. Let me double check to see the difference between Wherever Walnut and the Chanel one. I feel like they're kind of similar. Yeah. So this is the Chanel one, and then this is Wherever Walnut. I feel like they're very similar, but yeah, I just feel like Wherever Walnut doesn't last as long as I'd like. That's why I picked these two up. I did pick up two of the new Huda Beauty lip stains. They are coming in the mail. I'm so excited. I got the color I wanted. For sure, I wanted the soft nude and I wanted rosewood, but it was sold out. So I got the like light baby pink one just so I could fill in my lips with that one. But other than that, this is the look. Looking at my blush one more time, it looks really good, but I definitely think that Dior is the winner for me today. I love it. It's so good. I think it looks very pretty. It's so fun to use as well, to like take it out and apply it. So I feel like if you're paying for luxury, then at least the packaging is there. And I do know I like these Chanel products because I tried them on at the counter and they were actually super long lasting. But yeah, that is everything for this video. Let me know if you picked up any of these blush launches and which one you prefer. And yeah, other than that, I will see you in my next video. Bye.